Hello, Miroslav here. I'm a co-founder of Dream Theme and the product designer behind Better Block Editor. Today I want to show how to make your WordPress site responsive using our BB plugin. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into the editor. Alright, so here's pretty typical page layout and it looks really good on desktop. But watch what happens when I switch to tablet. And if I switch to mobile, it gets even worse. Now let's activate Better Block Editor and fix it properly. I'm going to start by fixing the header. So in header editing interface, I'm going to the navigation and you will notice that we have replaced mobile option with this responsive one. So I'm going to choose a custom breakpoint and I'm going to set its value to about 1000 pixels. And this is pretty much spot on. And while we're here, let's add a hover state to this button. So in button styles, I'm going to locate hover color and I'm going to change text and background color. Now let's switch to tablet mode and see what else needs fixing. I think this about section needs some attention. So in column settings, we're going to choose stack on tablet and we're going to reverse the columns orders because this layout just makes much more sense. Now to this section. You see these numbers here are getting smooshed. This happens because WordPress will allow blocks to shrink even if you set their width to some fixed value like here. Therefore, we have this prevent shrinking option. So I'm going to enable it here, here, and here. And this already looks much better. All that is left to do is to stack this row on tablet. So in row settings, I'm going to locate responsive settings panel. I'm going to change breakpoint to tablet, and I'm going to change the orientation to vertical. This effectively transforms a row into a stack. Okay, to the next section. We need to fix this grid. So in grid settings, in responsive settings panel, I'm going to change breakpoint to tablet and I'm going to enable this stack on this breakpoint option. Okay, that's all fixed now. Now to this big section over here. All we need to do is to stack this row on tablet. So you know the drill. Breakpoint, tablet, orientation, vertical. And I probably also need to stack this grid on mobile because otherwise it won't fit. So in responsive settings, I'm going to choose breakpoint mobile and I'm going to enable stack on this breakpoint option. And let's check it real quick. Yes, all good. And while we're here, I think we should hide this image on mobile devices because it takes up too much spaces. So in block settings, I'm going to locate visibility panel and I'm going to change the breakpoint to mobile. By the way, you can still see your hidden content in the block editor by toggling this button in the top bar. Okay. All that is left to do is to fix this block section. So in post template settings, I'm going to locate responsive settings and I'm going to change stack on to tablet. So it looks good on mobile and it looks good on tablet. I also have a bonus tip. Let's bring this hero section to life with subtle animation. So I'm going to select this parent group. I'm going to locate animation on scroll panel. I'm going to choose animation type fade in. And I'm going to adjust animation duration and delay. And you can preview your animations by clicking this button in the top bar. Let's check it on the front end using Polypen browser. So this is before. And this is after. As you see, we went from a complete mess to a beautiful, fully responsive website in just under 5 minutes. I think this is quite impressive. Alright, now you've seen what BB is capable of, and I want to leave you with this. I truly believe that better block editor can change how we create in modern WordPress. So, if you're serious about building with blocks, but with responsiveness, with hovers, with on-scroll animations, and without the usual headaches, you should definitely give BB a try. Goodbye for now. I will talk to you soon in the next video.